As a single woman, I was stuck in a place where I was not really living my full truth. And most of all, I was not honoring who I am. And I found this book through a librarian and started to realize that there were other women who were in the same place. And so it was okay to start this journey. And here I am 15 years later without a job, retired, and living a life that I didn't know was there for me. And I really enjoy my life now, and I enjoy who I am. And so I have to honor the presence and the truth that Joan presented so many years ago for me. So,
you know, when you said universal, what was interesting, I had an opportunity to do some, I was over in the Ukraine and also in Russia, and I took Joan's books there, and so we talked about it, and it's the women over there too. They have experienced this, and it is a universal message. It's true. Go.
That's absolutely true. I think that our journeys are all different. We are each individual, and yet our journey is it's universal. We find so many of the same things, and we look for different paths, and it all comes to that same place. And I think Joan is a mentor through her books, certainly to me, and I think to many, many, many women all over the world, just like you said.
She said it's a mission. I know Joan quite well, and I always admire it is a mission, and it's not about Joan Anderson. It's about the message that she gives all of us. Would you agree with that?
I agree.
And we've been in this for quite a long time.
Definitely.
And we're still on that and supporting and encouraging other women.
Absolutely.
And the path just continues. You get through the one piece, and then there's a new piece, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
There's a new piece.
Ever evolving. Absolutely.
And the teacher, Joan, was the teacher for me. I was ready.
Yes.
And she appeared.
Yes, that's right.
One of her, like you, her book landed. One of her books landed, and I went, oh, that's exactly what I need. I got to read that.
Exactly.
Or someone else that thinks the same. It is permission, like I never thought anyone thought that. Oh, yeah, you're not alone. Wow. I'm not alone.
Absolutely.
And it gave me the courage to go forth.
Absolutely.
A little bit, inch by inch. Not big, inch by inch.
But inch by inch is okay, too.
You get there.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
One of my tags is the path to myself.
Yes.
And so I'm always on that path looking for, or stopping looking and just saying, okay, I need to rest here for a minute. What's coming next?
Yes.
And it's okay. It's absolutely okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Susan, and I've been following Joan since I saw her on Oprah in the fall of 2002. And what I loved about seeing her again today was that she talked about deference, that Joan Erickson used to say that women have to be careful about not deferring to others. And I think at this stage of my life, what I'm really, really learning is not to defer to other people's opinions or other people's perspective of me. And that, to me right now, is one of the most important things, is just following my own instincts, my own callings, and truly being who I am. We have a new friend, Mary Ellen. She wanted to say a few words.
Hi there. I've also been a big fan of Joan since I saw her for the very first time on that morning on the Oprah show. And that day when I saw her, she was giving us permission to make decisions for ourselves. And that particular day, my husband and I had to make a decision that we wouldn't be able to take our vacation that was already planned and booked because he had work commitments that could not be canceled. So we were canceling our vacation. And I saw Joan that day, and she gave me permission to go by myself. I didn't wait for him. I didn't need him. And I called him, and he was totally okay with it. He was happy. And I took off that day and took that week-long vacation on my own, thanks to Joan. I love her. I can't wait to see the movie tonight.
My name is Joni, and I found Joan's book in 2003. early 2003 in the winter time. I found Unfinished Marriage first, and when I looked at the back of the book, I realized I needed to start with her first book, A Year by the Sea. Came to me at a time when I was watching my marriage of 22 years deteriorate, and her books gave me the courage to start my whole transition into an entirely different life. In 2003, October, I went on my first retreat with her, Weekend by the Sea. I've been on 4 or 5 by now. I was one of the salty sisters that she talks about in the books. The work that I've done, the learnings I've done, I still learn today hearing her talk at book signings. Amazing. It allowed me to change my entire life and find out exactly who I am supposed to be and keep on finding the right questions, because I think so much of this is not about the answers that we're finding, but what are the questions we need to keep asking. And so that's what I continue to do, and I'm grateful to Joan. She's my mentor, and I attribute so much of my rebirth and transition and regrowth and regrowing to Joan Anderson. So I'm really grateful for her, and the books are wonderful, the movie's spectacular, and she's just a treasure. Thank you, Joan.